even get to cross.
What is going on YouTube? Super Quickster here, and today I am bringing you another episode of the How to Use series. I believe this is episode 4, could be 5, not 100% sure. But today's episode is going to be over Pidgeot. If you guys watched my top 10 OU Pokemon, you guys will know he was in that list. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil where he is. Just know he's on there, and I'll leave a link for it in the description or an annotation on screen somewhere for you guys to click it out and go check it out. So anyways, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So, make a Pidgeot. I love this Pokemon, one of my favorites. Absolutely terrific mon in my opinion. Its ability No Guard makes it to where every move hits it and every move it uses hits its target. So nothing's ever going to miss, but nothing's ever going to miss it, which is kind of, a problem if, your opponent's using Will-O-Wisps or Toxics, those less accurate moves, Spore, stuff like that. Or Sleep Powder, I believe, is a 75% accurate move. Those are being used, it's going to hit for sure, which kind of sucks. But the fact that his Hurricane is always going to hit pretty much makes it worth it. So Hurricane, 110 base power, flying type stab, normally 70% accurate, now it's going to be 100% accurate, 30% chance to confuse when it hits, which is awesome. So it's like the same amount that Scald has to burn, and Scalds burn fairly often, so you're going to get that confusion quite a bit. So Hurricane's going to hit extremely hard. Anything that resists it is still going to take quite a hit, and anything that doesn't resist it is probably going to get 1 or 2 shotted no matter what mon it is. And if it's hit super effectively, it's probably going down in 1 shot. It's really strong. So the second move, we're going to use Heat Wave. I really like Heat Wave because it hits those steel types the Hurricane's not going to hit as strong. It's a really powerful move, a little bit more powerful than Flamethrower, same amount to burn, except Pidgeot actually gets Heat Wave. It doesn't get Flamethrower, so it's a little bit more powerful Flamethrower, 100% accurate instead of 90. Great move, really enjoy using it. So the third and fourth move slots are actually kind of interchangeable. I really recommend using Hurricane and Heat Wave for sure, no matter what you do. But these last 2 slots, pretty much any variation of the 4 moves I'm about to show you can work together. So this is actually my set that I like to use. This is my actual Pidgeot that I use in every single battle that I take him into. So the third move is Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam's got that normal stab, so it's doing 200 power, I believe. What is it? 75 plus 150, so 125 base power. Or 225 base power. It's hitting insanely hard. It's not 90% accurate anymore. It's 100% accurate now. And yeah, you can't recharge on the next turn, but I like to use this move as like a last-ditch suicide effort to knock out whatever Heat Wave and Hurricane can't. Usually I use this move when it's 1v1. I have just Pidgeot, they have just one thing left, and I have to kill it to win the game. Hyper Beam usually gets that done. It's insane. It's a great wall-breaking move. I really love using it. And then the last move I use is U-Turn, just to pivot it in and out. I don't want it taking any Thunderbolts. I don't want it taking any Rock Slides. I really want it to be able to hit, still get its attack off and hit, but be able to switch out and let something come else in and take that, hopefully predicted switch into a resisted move. That's the game plan anyways, because Pidgeot's defenses aren't very high. He's going to not take hits very well. But as for the interchangeability, I recommend 2 other different moves. You can use Hyper Beam like I do, or you can drop it for the Roost, not the Eost, the Roost. There we go. You can drop it for the Roost, heals 50% of your HP, lose the Flying type. I've actually never even had the Flying type removal be a thing. It's never bothered me. I've never had an Earthquake hit me because of it. I've actually had Thunderbolts not be super effective because of Roost, so it's a really good move if you want to try it out. I really like getting that HP back, but some people want it to be more of like a suicide sweeper. Hit as hard as it can, as fast as it can. Don't worry about healing, just do what it can do. And that's how I prefer to run it. But if you don't like that, you can also use Hidden Power Fighting. So the Hidden Power Fighting, going to hit those rock types that the Hurricane and the Heat Wave aren't going to hit. It's going to hit them pretty hard. It's a hidden power move. You guys know the deal. A lot of Pokemon use it. Really versatile. Fills that move slot. It is what it is. 60 base power. It's going to hit fairly hard though. So use it if you don't like the Hyper Beam and if you don't like the healing. So on to the next set. It's going to be more of a setup Sweet Pidgeot. So it uses Substitute as the first move. Same EVs as the first set. Max HP, or max special attack, max speed, 4 into the HP. Timid nature, because when it Mega Evolves, it's already really powerful in the special attack, and I want it to be fast enough to sweep. So I use the timid nature just to make sure it can outspeed things in its tier. But with this set, what you can actually do is instead of running timid, you can just run modest, because with the agilities that this set's going to be using, you're kind of fixing that speed problem. So the first move is sub, obviously, a quarter of your HP. You're going to set that sub up, not take any hits, hopefully be able to force a switch after the sub or something like that, just to, get the free sub up. And then agility is your setup move. It's already so powerful with its special attack, you really don't have to worry about using workup or anything like that. Agility is going to increase that speed by 2 tiers, which is great. It's going to be extremely fast, hopefully outspeed everything your opponent can want to use, and then sweep with the Hurricane Heat Wave combo. Really, really terrific set. If you don't like the agility, you can drop it for the workup. Workup's going to raise your special attack and your physical attack by 1 stage, so you're really just boosting him into like a setup sweeper, so to speak. So on to the third move set. This is how you're going to get around those like toxics and sleeps and stuff like that. Well, maybe not sleep because you're going to be asleep while it's happening. So the toxics, the paralysis, and the burns, you're going to be able to get around it with this set. So the first move is Roost. Keep him alive as long as possible. Recover damage that burn or toxic's doing to you. Hopefully recover the life you've been losing because of like missing your turn on paralysis. So Roost is there just to, you know, pretty much this set is going to stall out your opponent in a way. It's not really a wall stall. It's more like a counter wall stall. You're going to be able to get rid of ailments. You're going to be able to heal back up and force wall switches. The second move is Refresh. It's going to remove those statuses, so it's going to remove paralysis. It's going to remove Will-O-Wisps. It's not going to remove the sleeps, though, because obviously you're asleep. You can't use the move, and if you do wake up on it, it's going to fail. So it removes everything but sleep, which is awesome. Work Up's the next move. This is like the pure physical setup sweeper, or special setup sweeper. Work Up, increase that special attack as high as possible, and then sweep everything with Hurricane. After 1 or 2 Work Ups, even things that resist Hurricane are probably getting 2-shotted, which is awesome. And that's why I kind of like this set. I'm not a huge fan of only having 1 attacking move though, so that's why I prefer to use the other sets, but this one's not bad. So the other Mega Pidgeot set is one I just came up with a little while ago actually, and it's a mixed Pidgeot. Very interesting. His physical attack's pretty low. His physical attack actually gets no buffs from Mega Evolving, it's straight special. So it's not really that great, but it can work and it can catch people off guard, especially if they're predicting those basic, you know, Hurricane, Heat Wave builds. So his attack, I put 200 EVs and the Naughty Nature because I don't want him dropping his speed or his special attack since he is mixed. So I go Naughty, and the Nature plus the EVs puts him at 270, which isn't terrible. Well, 270 level 100. At level 50, it puts it at 137, which isn't terrible. It's not amazing, but it'll get the job done. And then 56 EVs into special attack puts it at 162, which isn't garbage either, especially with the Hurricane. It's pretty great, and even with the mix set, you could actually drop the Roost or the U-turn for that workup and be able to just, you know, hit things and boost and still be that powerful mixed attacker because you have the workups. So really, if you wanted to drop the U-turn for the workup, then you absolutely could. I actually, now that I think about it, would probably do that instead and just go Hurricane double edges or powerful attacks, Roost to get the HP back from the double edge recoil, and then work up to boost those attacks even stronger. It's a really fun set. I mean, it works sometimes it doesn't work. But I guess that's how every set works though, isn't it? But it's a really fun set. It catches people off guard, and that's what I love about building sets, is just catching people completely off guard. So those are the mega sets for the OU tier and stuff like that, but I figured just to add a little bit more content, I would cover Pidgeot's base form as well for his normal tier, which is PU, unfortunately. I don't think he deserves to be in PU, but he's there. So let's hop into it. This is a Rain Dance Hurricaner, probably really basic. I just threw it together because I figured it was like a staple set, I guess you could say. So Life Orb on here to give it as much damage as possible. Tangled Feet is the ability. I don't worry about Keen Eye because I'm not worried about people using Minimize and stuff like that because they can't even use those moves. So I'm not worried about missing, really, especially with the rain being up. And then with Big Pecs, I don't care if his defenses get dropped. He's so weak anyways. Lowering his defenses is only going to make him die a little faster. He's still going to die in 1 or 2 shots. So Tangle Feet works because if they confuse you, you have doubled evasion. So when your opponents are confusing you, the main thing, the best thing that could possibly happen is you never hit yourself in your confusion and your opponent misses every single time until you snap out of it. That's the perfect plan. That is exactly how you want it to go, and that's why I like Tangled Feet, because when that happens, it's hilarious. So the first move is Rain Dance. This Pokemon set would be good in a rain team, honestly, or even a team without rain. He can set up his own rain. Obviously, he has Rain Dance, so you don't actually need to run him on a rain team. You can just run him on a normal team. So I use Rain Dance to make Hurricane 100% accurate, so the Rain Dance is going to turn Hurricane into as if it had no guard, which is awesome, and it's going to protect him from the fire types. Unfortunately, it is going to make those Thunderbolts and the Thunders 100% accurate against you, so that's really going to suck. That's kind of where Roost comes in. You can Roost on the turn you think they're going to Thunderbolt or Thunder, and then you lose the flying type, and hopefully he'll be able to survive at least that hit and then revenge kill it before it can kill itself, or deal a lot more damage to it, let it die, and then something else can come revenge kill it. So the next move's Hurricane, obviously hits super hard, and then U-turn again to pivot it out just like before. You don't want it taking hits, so I use the U-turn just to get it out of all that crap. And then the final set is a fun physical Pidgeot. I really like using this set. I use it in PU all the time. It is hilarious. I absolutely love it. Pidgey's a beast. So I use Leftovers and Work Up. The reason I'm not using Life Orb is because I'm using Work Up. So on my setup sweepers and Pokemon that use setup moves like this that are already super fast and super attacky, I use Leftovers instead of Life Orb because they don't need the Life Orb boost to get that strong. They have the Leftovers for the recovery instead, and they have the Work Up to get that strong. Or the other setup move, Nasty Plot, Swords Dance, stuff like that. But if I'm using a Pokemon that I absolutely want to be just the hardest hitting sweeper possible, I will use Life Orb and the boosting move. For this set, I prefer Pidgeot to have a little bit of sustain because the workups are going to make it pretty strong. Quick Attack, priority move. It's awesome. Quick Attack's been great since Gen 1. It's an awesome move. I love Quick Attack. He's going to be able to hit stuff before it hits him if they do outspeed, get that last little damage off to kill it. Great move. Brave Bird instead of the Hurricane. Obviously, this is a physical set. Brave Bird's going to hit super, super hard. And with that recoil, though, Pidgeot's more of like a suicide physical sweeper. There is no Roost on this set. I mean, you could drop the U-turn or work up for the Roost. I don't recommend it, though, because he kind of needs the work up to get to where he can sweep efficiently. And then the last move is going to be U-turn. Again, same as before, pivoting him out, getting him out of danger, switching in resisted hits, hopefully making your Pidgeot survive, and hopefully he's going to win a game for you. But anyways, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really love Pidgeot. I really hope you guys use him, Mega or not. He's a great Pokemon. I love every aspect of him. His design. Bird Pokemon are beautiful in my opinion. I would use a bird Pokemon on every team if all of them were good, but they're not, unfortunately. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.
Here we go!